Hi folks, I'm the newstarcadefan here, and welcome to SC2VN. In the last episode, we got our team together and our possible sponsor. In this episode, we forge ahead, though with the smirk Jett has given us, well, there's something up her sleeve. And Stunt, well, he learned the hard way not to mess with an old school brute war player. Don't be so naive, Mach. Accel and I may be friends, but that's our information isn't something you can give away freely. Stunt gropes for his phone, a possessive against his face, dodges a few times before willingly relinquishing the device. Stop ignoring us, it's rude. Whatever, you quit lecturing Mach. Their eyes battle briefly before Jett concedes, glancing with a dismissive gesture. Stunt savors his fleeting victory with a grin on his face before dropping the phone to the table. It's rare to find someone to share their strategies openly. Maybe it's different in a foreign scene, but not here. I lost to an amazing all-in-one base build on the ladder a week back. Sent a guy a message asking me after a few replays, and he told me to kill myself. Yeah, the eSports scene can. Yeah, there's assholes in every scene. You don't need to look so pleased about it, sheesh, exactly. However, there's one exception. That being, if a foreigner eliminates a Korean player, our team will sometimes band together and send replays for his next opponent to study. It's a matter of national pride at that point. Been that way since Brute War. That's a rumor I've heard before. Replays can be invaluable in preparing for a specific player. What can be more useful than the exact recording of someone's strategies and tactics? At least Jett has the courtesy to look vaguely apologetic. I'm not doing my best not to look too surprised. How much do Korean players practice for Team League? The same as individual leagues, or that depends, not less. If they aren't taking at least the top 8 in solo league, StarCraft may be a one and done game, but teams can't always be sponsored on the backs of individuals, which is true. Don't think that gives you the right to neglect your solo league. Admittedly, VTSL is secondary to VSL. If any of you fail to qualify, I'll make you a slave at my practice house. Cool your jets, Jett, and have a little confidence in us. When you inspire confidence, I will. Remember again how you placed in the last qualifier? Stunt wrinkles his nose and takes the opportunity to return a cell phone game. Even between teammates, StarCraft's competitive nature thrives. Silence lingers until I decide to speak up only to break the tension. Why don't we go watch Accel play tonight? I'm sure he'll appreciate the support. They simultaneously glance up at me and then at each other. More silence. I'm just about to give up when Jett speaks. That's a good idea. I've been meaning to speak with Accel anyway. Sounds like fun. Let's bet on the games though. Gambling. I shouldn't be surprised. You play Protoss after all. 25,000 on Crash. I'll take that bet any day. Wait, I'm not done. 25,000 on Crash, but if Accel all kills, you pay double. Sam pauses, chewing over his eyes with a controlled look on his face. All kills are incredibly rare. It's hard enough for one player to single-handedly defeat more than one opponent, let alone an entire team. Which is very much true. With a decision to be made, Hunt slams a fist out enough to draw a few glances from a nearby table. Deal. The match won't be for another few hours. You'll have plenty of time to regret your mistake while I'm kicking your ass. I want to try out this new build making rounds in 2 base immortal all in. It crushes Zerg, or whatever they're saying on the forums. Let's go. Hey Mach, come watch and learn a thing or two about how the PVZ like a pro. That's useless to me. I need to he doesn't wait for me to finish my thought before bonding to an open PC. I'm left with Jett. Takes her time and running Stunt. He's funny. Funny doesn't win games. Jett seems to be conspicuously pensive as she raises her head over to a machine. Just as she turns to leave, she stops and looks back at me. Mach, and what do you mean? I went too fast. The question is straightforward, yes or no. Do teammates need to be friends? Yes. What? Of course they should. Why wouldn't you be friends with the people you live and practice with? It's not that simple. What are you supposed to do if your teammate can't perform or needs to be replaced? Yeah, that's true. But you still need to support them somehow. What if your friendship keeps you from offering honest criticism? The type that, well, a true friend will tell you you suck to your face and tell you how to correct yourself, but not do so in a dickish way. They're a dick if they do that. Nobody's expected to be friends with your coworkers at an office job. You act cordial and work together to get something done. That's it. There's no reason esports should be any different. It's not the same. Can you honestly say that you'd be as motivated to turn around and lose instead of a... Can you honestly say that you'd be as motivated to turn around losing a set for a bunch of strangers than your friends? These are some hard questions. You're not being realistic. In any case, you did well to recruit Stunt and Riva. I appreciate it. I'll take care of the rest. Be around the Golden Zone Fire every day for the next week or so and practice. Practice a lot. She answers my nod by taking off in Stunt's direction. Where is she? After I took the convincer, Riva better not have changed her mind without telling me. Maybe she's the type to always be running late. This is the first time I've been back to the VSL studio since the qualifier. Riva's not the only one who feels out of place. Oh, I'm just about to send her another text when I catch the top of her head coming up the stairs. Got lost in the subway again? My apologies. This is my first time at VSL Studios. Yeah, we can't be too hard on her. Really, he never tried to qualify to come or to come spectate? She shakes her head. That's a huge surprise considering she's local. It's easy enough to follow the VSL online, and nothing beats the live experience. Watching the round of 4 in person was one of the first things I did when I came here in Seoul. Jen and Stunt are probably waiting for us. Come on. Nearly every seat in the spectator area of VSL is taken. It's only away from Jett and Riva that our pressure past the back rows and into our seats over on the side. Anna's seated beside Jett, and acknowledges us with a smile. With how differently the four of us are dressed, it'd be hard for anyone to tell that we're actually a team. Well, anyway, I guess technically we're not a team yet, not officially anyway. With the thought in mind, I look to Jett to keep my voice low. Do we have a uniform plan? Hell yeah, I want a team jacket. The uniform we pick comes out of the team's war chest. It's stupid of us to splurge when we don't have any reason. That's very realistic. Such lingering stare doesn't fade away until Jett's focuses a glare in his direction. The production crew is busy at work behind the scenes. There are way more VSL staff members in the Streamlet song. Well, that's true in all television productions. People with clipboards and headsets pace the studios frantically, moving from team benches to behind the booths and then back again. Accel sits on the end of the bench with the rest of Crash. Their coach, a balding man with small eyes, a red nose, and a clip-on tie, paces back and forth with his hands in the pockets of his blazer. Most coaches usually are retired players or have management experience. This guy has got either the latter or nothing. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that he's never played a game of StarCraft in his life. And unlike physical sports, you actually have to know what you're doing in competitive games, regardless of the game. Because if not, and you try to coach, you're just done for. The players of Team Kane sit on the opposite end of the studio. Their coach is far more subdued, and one that I actually recognize. No B-tier brute war pro that aged out of its ability to compete. Stunt, whoa. Stunt leans over to Jett to whisper something, but before he can open his mouth, the Victory Star League theme starts constant. The broadcast is about to get started. Korean Star Leaguers have a weird fascination with alt-rock. The same songs from my embarrassing freshman year playlist blast unabashedly to the stadium of eSports fans. The crowd's cheers died out once the commentators get their introductions. When I look over my shoulder, I can see the table where they keep the two English casters. The duels love for their laid-back banners and their game analysis. Not that it's anything I'd change. There's no way for me to hear them without getting a headpiece that'd make me look like a tourist. I have to settle for the Korean commentators. Welcome to VTSL. Today's first match is an exciting duel between Crash and Kane. Both are very solid teams and been around from the very beginning of StarCraft 2. I'm eager to see whether or not they show us good games. It's the furthest that Kane has been since the beginning of the StarCraft 2 Team League. Crash will need to make the VSTL finals if they wish to share that accomplishment. Indeed, they have a challenging path ahead of them, but I am certain that they are capable of returning to their former glory. My thoughts are the same. Only one of Kane's players remains in the VSL, so they should have plenty of time to practice for this match. Can the same be said for Crash? But only still, Crash's lineup is well tested and proven in the VSL. The sure bet that they have not neglected to prepare accordingly. Well, there won't be any jokes about cartoons from the 90s, but I should stay pretty well informed throughout the series. And here's where I'm going to end it off at. If you like what you're hearing and seeing right now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. I have a new StarCade fan here saying bye for now.